Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako, Japan, host a tea party in Tokyo. Prince Albert II of Monaco attends a Christmas concert in Larbodo. Queen Margrethe II of Denmark holds military audiences in Copenhagen. And the Cour Grand Ducal makes an announcement regarding Princess Alexandra of Luxembourg. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. So, let's start the show with some good news, shall we? In Luxembourg City, the Marshal of the Cour Grand Ducal, on behalf of their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg, announced that Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra of Luxembourg and her husband, Mr. Nicholas Baggery, are expecting their first child. Their bundle of joy is due in spring 2024. The princess and Mr. Baggery were married in a civil ceremony at the town hall in Luxembourg City on Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. On April 29th, the couple held a religious wedding ceremony at the beautiful St. Trophime Church in France. Princess Alexandra Josephine Theresa Charlotte Marie Wilhelmina, Princess of Luxembourg, Princess of Nassau, and Bourbon-Parma, is a fourth child and the only daughter of the Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg. Congratulations to the couple. Wonderful news. On Monday in Geneva, Her Royal Highness Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg held a meeting with the new president of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Ms. Mariana Egger. According to the Cour Grand Ducal, during the meeting, Ms. Egger, quote, expressed her gratitude for the financial and strategic support that the Grand Duchy has granted to the ICRC for many years. A cooperation that has just developed with the establishment in Luxembourg of an ICRC delegation for cyberspace. The Grand Duchess, concerned about the increasingly difficult security situation in many countries, thanked the ICRC for the valuable and expert assistance provided to the international aid of the Luxembourg Red Cross to ensure the security of operations in the field. End quote. This afternoon, Her Majesty, Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, arrived at the M. Leuven Museum to view the exhibition entitled Dirk Bout's Créateur d'Images. The exhibition, held in connection with the New Horizons Dirk Bout's Festival, showcases various works by the Flemish artist alongside today's image makers. Quote, the concept of this exhibition is definitely radical. We are not allowed to look at Bout's as an artist. The image we have today of the artiste peintre did not exist in the 15th century. Dirk Bout's was not a romantic genius or brilliant inventor. He was an image maker. He painted what was expected of him and excelled at it. Just think about masterpieces such as The Last Supper and The Martyrdom of Saint Erasmus. That is why it makes sense to confront him with today's image makers of sports photographers, filmmakers, and game developers. M. Leuven places them side by side with the old master. End quote. During today's visit, the Queen was given a guided tour of the exhibition by the curator, Mr. Peter Carpro. The Queen spent time looking at various works, specifically the triptych of the Descent of the Cross and the Last Supper, two of Dirk Bout's greatest works. Dirk Bout's Créateur d'Images will be open to the public until January 14th, 2024 at the M. Leuven Museum. In the evening in Brussels, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, accompanied by Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, His Royal Highness Prince Emmanuel of Belgium, and Her Royal Highness Princess Eleonore of Belgium, hosted a Christmas reception at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. The reception was held for 100 Belgian volunteers, employees, and individuals supported by different social organizations with whom Their Majesties have met over this year. According to the Belgian Royal Court, today's festive reception, quote, replaces the traditional Christmas concert, which cannot take place at the Palais this year due to renovation work on the facade, end quote. On Monday in Copenhagen, Her Majesty, Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, held audiences with newly appointed first lieutenants of the Danish Army, the Air Force and the Corps Masters of the Emergency Management Agency held inside the Hall of Knights at Klisch in the Knight Slot at Amalienborg. During the audience, the Queen gave a speech congratulating the First Lieutenants on their recent appointment. The Queen also presented 2 sabers of honor. According to the Danish Royal Court, the Queen's Sabre of Honor is, quote, awarded based on a special criteria for a high average in connection with the completion of the education, end quote. In Stockholm, Her Royal Highness, Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, held a meeting with Sweden's chief negotiator on international climate issues, Mr. Mattias Frumery, at the Royal Palace. During the meeting, discussions focused on Mr. Frumery's recent participation in the COP28 in Dubai and the, quote, Swedish work with the climate goals, end quote. On Monday, Her Majesty, Queen Sylvia of Sweden, received Norwegian spruce Christmas trees from students of the Swedish University of Agriculture at the Royal Palace. The Queen was accompanied by her grandchildren, Her Royal Highness Princess Estelle of Sweden, His Royal Highness Prince Oscar of Sweden, Prince Alexander of Sweden, Prince Gabriel of Sweden, Prince Julian of Sweden, Princess Leonor of Sweden, Prince Nicholas of Sweden, and Princess Adrian of Sweden. In case you're wondering why 6 of the grandchildren do not have the style of HRH, well, on October 7th, 2019, the King, that's King Carl Gustaf of Sweden, decided that it was time to slim down the monarchy. In a statement from the Marshal of the Realm on behalf of the King, quote, the purpose of these changes is to establish which members of the royal family may be expected to perform official duties incumbent on the head of state or related to the function of the head of state. His Majesty the King has decided that the children of their Royal Highnesses, Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia, and the children of Her Royal Highness, Princess Madeline and Mr. Christopher O'Neill, will no longer be members of the royal house. Prince Alexander, Prince Gabriel, Prince Leonor, Prince Nicholas, and Princess Adrian will continue to be members of the royal family. However, they will no longer enjoy the style of Royal Highness, and, in the future, will not be expected to perform official duties incumbent on the head of state. His Majesty the King and Her Royal Highness the Crown Princess are, together with Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness Prince Daniel, Sweden's highest representatives within the realm and vis-a-vis other states. Their Royal Highnesses, Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia, and Her Royal Highness Princess Madeline will continue their work in the nonprofit foundations and organizations in which they have founded or in which they are involved. In addition, they will perform official duties to the extent decided by His Majesty, end quote. On Monday, the Swedish television network SVT released the annual A Year with the Royal Family 2023. The 1-hour documentary highlights the biggest events of the past year, including the King's Golden Jubilee celebrations, the state visit to Estonia, the Crown Princess visiting Australia, New Zealand, Svalbard, Georgia, and much more. If you're interested in watching the documentary, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to SVT Play. In Larvodo, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, attended a Christmas luncheon at the Meridian Beach Plaza, organized by the Monegasque Seniors Association. On Sunday, the Sovereign Prince, accompanied by the Minister of the State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Pierre Dartout, attended service and a Christmas concert at St. Paul's Anglican Church in Larvodo. On Saturday evening, the Sovereign Prince and Her Royal Highness, Princess Caroline of Hanover, attended the premiere of The Phantom of the Opera, held at the Opera de Monte Carlo. This is the first time the musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber, based on the novel by French journalist and detective Gaston Louis-Alfred Leroux, was performed in the Principality. The Phantom of the Opera will close on December 31st, 2023. In Abilés, Her Majesty, Queen Letizia of Spain, chaired the annual meeting of the directors of the Centro del Instituto Cervantes at the Centro Cultural Internacional Oscar Niemeyer. Established in 1991, the Instituto Cervantes is a public institution to, quote, universally promote the teaching, study, and the use of Spanish and contribute to the dissemination of Hispanic cultures abroad. Dependent on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the European Union, and the cooperation of Spain, the Instituto Cervantes collaborates with prestigious institutions, both national and international, public and private, with the aim of products and services related to Spanish are governed by quality criteria and encourage the encounter and exchange of Spanish and pan-Hispanic culture with other cultures in the world. In its activities, the Instituto Cervantes fundamentally addresses the linguistic and cultural heritage that is common to the countries and peoples of the Spanish-speaking community. It is present in more than 90 cities, including Los Angeles, California, and 45 countries through its centers, classrooms, and extensions on 5 continents, end quote. His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain arrived at Bayam Palace in Kuwait on Monday evening to offer his condolences to the family of His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, the Emir of the State of Kuwait, who passed away on Saturday at the age of 86. The late Emir was laid to rest on Sunday morning after prayers at the Bilal bin Rabah Mosque in Zahra, Kuwait. On Sunday evening, the Emiri Diwan formally announced that His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Mishal Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah of Kuwait has been named the new Emir of the State of Kuwait. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Sayed of Oman, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, His Royal Highness Prince Moulay Rashid of Morocco, on behalf of His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco, and His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, on behalf of His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom, also offered their condolences. In Thimphu, Their Majesties King Jimny Khesar Wangchuck and Queen Jetson of Bhutan participated in a butter lamp lighting ceremony in memory of His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, the Emir of the State of Kuwait. Members of the royal family of Bhutan, the ambassador of the State of Kuwait to the Kingdom of Bhutan, members of the government, and senior military officials also participated in the ceremony where 1,000 butter lamps were lit. This year, the Kingdom of Bhutan and the State of Kuwait celebrated 40 years of diplomatic relations. In January, the King paid a state visit to Kuwait, where he held meetings with various senior members of the royal family of Kuwait, including a then His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Mishal Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah. The King also hosted a reception for members of the Bhutanese community living in Kuwait. Today, there are over 3,500 Bhutanese living and working in Kuwait, and approximately 5,300 Bhutanese living in the Gulf countries. And finally, in Tokyo, Their Imperial Majesties Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan hosted a tea party and reception at the Imperial Palace for heads of state and their spouses who participated in the 50th anniversary of the Aishan-Japan Friendship and Cooperation Summit over the weekend. Also attending the reception were Their Imperial Highnesses Crown Prince Akishino and Crown Princess Kiko of Japan. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, December 20th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.